Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Out of the Box.
So today, May and I are really excited about this topic. I think we've been talking about it a lot on all of our social medias, but we are going on a trip to Thailand, and these are basically all the questions that we got and some of the backstory on why we wanted to host a trip.
So, where should we start? Why we wanted to do this?
Yeah.
So, Gia and I have been wanting to do a meet and greet for so long, and we've had opportunities to do them, but then COVID happened. So, they all got canceled, and we just haven't been able to have a meet and greet yet. So, when Trova Trip came to us and gave us this great opportunity, we were just like, oh my god, we have to do it. To be able to meet more of you guys in person was the selling factor for me.
Yeah. And it was more so we have always wanted to put names to faces, or faces to names, I should say, because there are so many of you guys that are die-hard true fans that are on our posts every single day on all of our social media platforms. And some of you guys are going to be the ones on this trip, and that's what's most exciting, is because we do have these conversations with you only in the comments, though. There's not a one-on-one conversation. So I feel like going away and being with you all or with the exclusive group is going to be super fun. But again, we wanted to host this because, one, we haven't had the opportunity to do a meet and greet, but also we wanted to build a better sense of community with you all and with more of an exclusive group. With that said, we can only take 24 people.
Yeah. So, before we get all into it, I did not know what to expect when the Trova Trip first came to us, and was just like, do you guys want to host a trip? What does that entail?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. And we're just like, oh my god, so do we actually get to be with our fans and just you guys get to hang out with us? I'm not sure if that's a good thing. You get to be with us for 7 days straight. And we're going to be on an island, or islands, I should say, and you're trapped. So,
yeah.
Not sure if that's a bonus or not. But I'm super excited to get to the island. It looks beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, based off all the research and the things that we had to do to make the itinerary, we looked at so many photos that I just can't wait to see it in person.
Yeah, agreed. And I'm excited to meet the people who do get on this trip, because we do have a group chat already. So if you are interested and you want to do group travel, meet new friends, if you wanted to go on a trip and the only thing stopping you was people, and maybe pricing, because again, group travel is cheaper and more affordable. That's also another reason Gia and I loved this idea, because Gia and I are not like other creators where we have money coming out our butts 24/7. We can't drop millions of dollars on a trip and also hang out with you guys. So when we were brought the idea of group travel, we're like, one, it's affordable. Mm-hmm. Two, we get to meet you guys and get more friends. That's a bonus. But two, it's relevant with Gia and I and what we put out on our social media pages. We try to be very relatable, and I think being able to afford a trip that is affordable and not thousands of dollars is right on the spot.
Yeah. So let's talk more about what this trip is and how we came to the decision of going to Thailand. Okay. Well, so basically what we wanted to do from the start of this trip idea was to have the audience or our fans be included in basically every decision that we made. And so, excuse me, I have allergies. So we wanted you guys to be a part of it, and we basically kind of tossed it out there with a survey. It was like, hey, if you were to go on a trip this year, where would you want to go? Based off 50 or more places, I think we gave.
Yeah.
And you got to choose, and honestly, it was whatever had the most like views or clicks basically. And so our top 3 places were Japan, Italy, and Thailand. And yes, Thailand was number 3 and Japan was 1, but based off, I think if we wanted to have more people come, we wanted to do the one that would be less expensive. Just again, affordability, but also to May and I, it wasn't about making money. It was more about where can we go that will be fun, that will give adventure, but also be affordable for as many people could come.
And relaxing. The place where we're going, it's literally beach vibes, but also you get adventure because
like
we are doing
relaxed.
We're doing a lot of different activities as well, but they're not as adventurous as like what you could be doing in other places.
And again, that was also on the like surveys. Like people did not want to do lots of like hiking or like rigorous things because obviously it is a vacation. People did want to sit on the beach, do want to relax, and that's totally fine. May and I are up for basically anything.
I really wanted just beach. I didn't care where we were going. I was just hoping it was tropical, beach vibe. Because G and I usually go to Maui. So I was like, okay, well, if we don't go this year, I still need beach. Like,
yeah, exactly. But so that's how we got Thailand, and it was more so just affordability and what was cheaper so we could get more people to come.
Yeah.
But let's move on to what we're actually going to be doing on the trip.
So this trip is, I don't want to say it's all-inclusive, but you get a lot with the original price, and then you don't pay that much out of pocket once you get there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best thing about group travel and paying up front. So with the price that we set it, which is at $2,100.
It's $2,199.
Yeah.
For a spot. But that doesn't cover your plane fare. So overall, I think I was looking at maybe $3,000 overall for your trip and plane fare.
Which is not bad if you think about it.
For
international travel and all the things we're going to do.
Yeah.
So with that $2,199, we have 2 4-star hotels that we're staying at. We have 6 different activities, and this trip is a week, so we have activity at least once a day.
Yeah.
And then we're on the islands of Thailand, so we're going to be island hopping.
Yeah, we're going to be staying on Koh Samui and Koh Phangan. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, we will be going to those 2 different islands. I've heard great things about them. Even when we announced it, people from Thailand who follow us have been saying it's like one of the best places to go to. And May and I wanted to also do this trip and host it because what we like doing is making it less stressful for you guys, for those who are joining us. May and I basically plan this entire thing. All you have to do is sign up and be there and join us.
Yeah.
And I think that was a major thing that people are like not liking as or like dislike
when it comes to traveling
like and
you have
making
to
up your
figure
vacation.
Out, yeah.
Like we took that stress off of you, and like especially where you're staying, like we found that out. We figured it out. You don't have to do anything.
We got transportation. We have a private tour guide. So, like, if you want to go off and do something yourself, you have someone right then and there that could easily help you out. We got, like G said, we got the hotels done. We got the activities done. We got literally all the transportation. So, from transportation from the airport, the ferries that we're going to be taking, the boat rides we're going to be taking.
The buses or shuttles.
Yeah. We have all of that taken care of. All you need to do is
show
up, and have fun, be open-minded. I know the group that we have so far who have signed up is amazing. I love the group.
Yeah, I do too. There's about currently 12 of us.
And if you're wondering, like, age-wise, G and I are the youngest. We're 24.
And we never thought that.
I never thought that either.
I don't think we ever thought that as, like, an outcome. Like, May and I are like, oh yeah, like all the younger, like 20-year-olds are going to be in here and blah, blah, blah. But no, it's quite the opposite. I think May and I are the youngest, so 24 is the youngest as of right now, and the oldest, I believe, is like 35.
Yeah, somewhere between there.
And, like, age doesn't matter. If you're open-minded and great with people and just, like, go with the flow type of person, like, you'll be great to join this group.
Or if you just want to go to Thailand and have no one to go with, like.
And a lot of people are coming in pairs.
Yeah.
So, like, I know there's a couple on there. There's friends, I think, that are coming, girlfriends that are coming. So if you think this is fun and you think a friend might want to join us, ask them, and you both can sign up to come. It's great. And based, again, off who has signed up, honestly, it's a very mixed group. There are some guys, there are a lot more girls, but there are a couple of guys.
And I just want to say with that, there may be more girls, but that's only because our viewing and fan base is mainly women. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean men can't come.
Yeah.
We have 2 or 3 coming.
Yeah.
So that should be fun.
Who have already signed up and have their spot.
Yeah. So if you are a guy and you're just like, oh no, I'm going to crash an all-girls trip. No, you're not. There's men already on this trip. I think you guys would get along.
You just have to be a well-rounded, like, not a shitty person. Like, be nice and you are fine.
Yeah.
But let's move on to, like, specific activities. I know we said 6.
So I know for the second day we're there. Okay, first day, we only have a hello dinner.
Like a welcome dinner.
Which is just to get to know everyone and say hi. Everyone's going to be dead, so we will keep that in mind. Yeah. Jet lag is definitely going to be a thing. Day 2 is, I think, the most packed day.
I think it's the most packed day, but I think it's going to be one of the most fun days. Because we're going to be out on the water basically the entire day. So you wake up, you go to breakfast, do whatever, and then I think we meet and we go on an island hopping tour, which has kayaking, which includes like kayaking, snorkeling. I believe like just going to various beaches, and just relaxing. But you're island hopping, so you're going to be out on the boat all day basically. And we're not going to be near our hotel.
No, I don't think so.
Until we come back.
Yeah.
But it is going to be very, like, activity-wise, like, heavy, but I don't think, like, we're going to be running up hills or anything. We're just going to be, like, looking at beaches.
It's just, we're going to be on the water. It's going to be freaking hot.
Yeah.
It's going to take a beating,
and it's the second day, so everyone's so jet lagged, so it's definitely gonna be hard, but I think it's gonna be more fun than anything.
I'm super excited to see like where we snorkel and stuff, and just kayaking and just being out on the water. I know it's gonna be so hot, but I think it would be fun. The photos look fun.
Yeah, I know. And then I'm not in necessary order, but I know we have cooking classes that we're gonna be doing. We have a hike that we will be doing, and it's not too bad. Like, I believe the hike is not too difficult.
It's like a level 2 I don't even want to say moderate.
I want to say moderate, but like also know that it could be not moderate at all. It could be very easy. I highly doubt they would let us do a really hard one, because they should have said if it was hard.
I think most people who have done it can do it. Like, most.
Yeah. There might be some spots that are uneven and like whatever, but for the majority of it, I don't think it should be too difficult. Mm-hmm. What other activities do we have?
We have a boat ride, and then the ferries to the other island.
Oh, okay. So ferries and boat rides. I know there's some that we're missing, but I know there's a couple things that the group has already expressed that they want to do that is not on the itinerary. Like, there's this monkey corner where you can go to this one place and see, like, all these different monkeys and feed them. Not necessarily sure if you can feed them, but, like, just going to see the monkeys. But also people want to go to the elephant sanctuary that is nearby our hotel in Koh Samui, which is very close, I think. So a lot of us are trying to figure out ways to get there.
I also want to say right now that the events or activities that are not on the itinerary, you are in charge of paying for.
Yeah, so if you decide to do something without the group or miss one of the activities because you want to do something else, you are responsible for that activity. And who knows, people might want to join you, so like that will also be a group thing if people want to join you on that. If not, you're going to go alone, but it's your choice to go on that activity.
Yeah. And then let's talk about meals, because I know people are interested in that. All of our breakfasts are included. It's buffet style, I think.
It's like American buffet style type of hotel. So like, it's you basically, if you stayed at a hotel and it's buffet style, it's going to be similar to that. But based off pictures, it's a big buffet.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about that. The only other place I've had like a buffet breakfast style like that is China.
Yeah, and it was huge.
It was so good too. So I'm excited about that. So all breakfasts are included. Then we get 2 lunches included, 2 dinners included, and 2... Wait, no. Yeah, that's it.
2 lunches and 2 dinners. But I know a lot of the group also in general are just going to go out and have dinners together, so we're all responsible for ourselves, but it will be a group thing if people want to join.
Exactly. And I will also say, I think food's cheaper there than it is if you live here in Seattle or U.S.
U.S. Yeah,
it's a lot cheaper there. Like, you could get a really nice meal and a drink for like $15 or less.
Or less.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. Maybe have a little bit of money for like those extra activities that we may all want to do.
But that leads us into pricing, and that is one of the biggest concerns, which is very valid. We also chose Trova Trip because they have optional like payment options. So basically all you need to do is put down 25% to secure your spot. And that is if 25% of $21.99 is $550. So you only need to pay $550 up front. And then what we also loved about it is that they give you a couple months to pay off the rest. So you can choose whenever you pay the rest off, or you can pay in increments, which is really helpful if you're trying to also stay on a budget.
Yeah.
Which I know many people are. No one, I don't think, has paid fully down up front.
Yeah, no.
And the last payment due, so when you have to like fully be paid for, is May 26th.
And I know that sounds really close, so that's also why we're trying to push people to be like, if you're interested, hop on it now, because you don't want to pay, if you can't pay in full, you're wasting time right now.
A few weeks.
Yeah, you're wasting time right now on saving up and like preparing yourself for your budget. But like G said, there are different payment options, which I would do it if I was in the position to pay for it, you know?
Yeah.
What else?
That's basically it. I know like a lot of people are saying that like the payment is the scariest part.
Oh yeah, there's another part of that payment thing. Right now, like we said, it's $2,100.
It's $21.99 each.
Okay, if the more people that come, the lower that price is for everyone.
Yeah.
So, and we've seen what it could look like if all 24 people came, and it would drop down to I think almost only $1,500.
Which is significant
so
number.
much more. So that means everyone pays less. So that's also why we're like throwing it in your face to get people to come on the trip, because again, we want this to be affordable.
We want as many of you guys to come and enjoy it.
Yeah. So the only way to do that is to be able to get as many of you on board. So sorry if it's been boring you.
Yeah.
We're just trying to do our best to get as many people on this trip as possible.
And as of right now, I believe we have about 13 spots left open. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't checked since last week. But it does take a couple days to process if you do purchase a spot. So granted, we should be doing an update on our Instagram today.
And we should also go over refunds, because there are still refunds that you could get. So you can't get a refund once you're confirmed on the trip. Okay, that 25% you don't get back, but the monthly payments that you make up to the 90 days, which is May 26th, you can get back. But other than that, once we hit the 90 days and you're confirmed, you don't get any refund.
Yeah.
But that's basically because we need all the money for the trip on May 26th, just to make sure we can pay for everything.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why we have that 90-day set rule.
Yeah. But, like, besides that, if you guys have more questions on this trip, I know a lot of people do, and that's totally fair because it is a trip. You are spending your own money. But, yeah, we hope that this kind of answered most of your concerns or questions. If you have more, let us know. Obviously, you can reach us on pretty much any of our social media accounts. We do check on them. So just let us know, comment down below or comment somewhere on a post and we will get back to you guys.
Also, this is pretty exclusive, I will say. You get G and I for 7 full days.
We're going to make
content. So if you want to film anything with us, this is your perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
Because you have our full attention for the full week.
Yeah.
That not many people get. So if you're interested in that, or if that's a selling point, hop on board.
Yeah.
But I think this will be great. There's already great people on this trip. I'm excited to see who else joins this trip. And I honestly just can't wait to make memories with these people.
And if we didn't say it in the beginning, the trip is from August 24th to the 30th of this year. So in about almost, what are we in?
Almost
April,
3 months,
May,
4
June,
months?
July, 4 months? Yeah. We're almost 4 months out. And honestly, everyone in the group is so excited. Time cannot come faster.
It's funny how quickly people have bonded, because I know there are people who are trying to meet up on connecting flights to get to the island together. And I know if you are planning on coming on the trip, I know a lot of the people are planning to get there a day before. G and I will be arriving a day before anyways, so if you decide to do that, hey, you get 8 days with us.
Yeah, and it's going to be super fun, super relaxed. I mean, May and I will be making content every single day because it is our job. But you can join us and just relax. If you, like May said, want to make content with May and I, we are more than happy to do whatever you guys want. You guys have us for 7 days. We are your host. There is a limit to that, though. But in general, we are pretty open to anything.
Yes, absolutely.
But with that said, that is the end of today's episode, I guess. It was more of a Q&A, but or informational video.
Yeah.
But we hope you guys keep listening, keep enjoying it. Make sure to like, comment, and share. Also subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to our channel. And like always, keep listening, keep loving, and keep enjoying the journey you're on.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye.